The BRICS nations have been making very quiet and extremely calculated moves in the silver market over the past few months. And if you aren't watching a channel like mine, you have no idea to what extent. Check this out. Indian silver ETF inventories increased the most in the world by 51 million ounces since the beginning of 2024. That broke July 25th. Then we have another article, July 25th, which is just 2 days ago. China's silver price erupts, now a staggering 10.5% above the paper mirage of the COMEX. Then we have July 17th. Russian gold breaks away from London as a new era dawns. Also coming out that Russia is adding silver to their central bank portfolios. Then we have another article coming out July 12th, which is crazy news, some of the biggest news that nobody knows about. Silver soaring to $50 and gold to $4,400 by August 1st. Why? Because Trump is throwing 30% tariffs on Mexican and European silver imports by August 1st, starting August 1st. It's not done yet, folks. July 6th, Chinese media promoting cheaper alternatives to gold. See that date, July 6th? That was the starting date of the BRICS summit in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The BRICS summit was July 6th and July 7th. And China came out and pushed silver in front of all of the BRICS nations and all those powerful leaders. But we're not done. June 27th, Mexico strikes back, closer to nationalizing silver and joining BRICS as Trump's racist foreign policy backfires. And the craziest thing about all of this is that's all just breaking news from the BRICS nations. This is only about 10% of all the information I've talked about over the past couple months. I mean, we also have COMEX and LBMA inventories at record lows, lease rates up 6%. I mean, what I just showed you is just information from the BRICS. That is insane to think about, and that's why you got to be subscribed. If you wanted to purchase some of this shiny stuff, because another article was saying that this is the last week to buy silver under $40. This is the last week. Do I agree? I don't know. I'm not saying that's fact, but it is out there. You want to see the article that actually mentions that? Right here. This is the last week to pick up silver under $40. Anyone want to bet me? And they're mentioning over here silver price performance in dollars. 30 days, silver is up 8.27%. 6 months, it's up 30.42%. That is crazy, folks. That looks like some type of cryptocurrency, chart. But anyways, with all that said, if you want to purchase some of this shiny stuff, info@milesfranklin.com. Let him know Slayer sent you. Let's jump into this very shocking news. Even more news. It's like every day there's more information coming out, just validating how insane this silver frenzy truly is. Something big is stirring in silver. Something seismic is unfolding in the world of silver, and anyone tracking precious metals should be paying close attention. Have you noticed how India's silver ETF inventory skyrocketed by 51 million ounces since the start of 2024, marking the most dramatic rise on the planet? It's the sort of development that makes you wonder, is the world quietly restacking the chips for a new silver age? And I mean, if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it probably is. If all of these countries, Russia, India, Brazil, China, all of these countries buying massive amounts of silver, focusing solely on silver, 1 + 1 = 2. There's a reason for that. They wouldn't if it wasn't worth anything. They know something. It looks like something big is happening in global silver ETF inventories. Indian silver ETF inventories increased the most in the world by 51 million ounces since the beginning of 2024. And you can see this right here, this chart. Top 4 silver ETF inventories increases from January 24 to June 25. India silver ETFs, 51 million. The SLV is 43 million. iShares, which is the SVR, SSLN, which is 23 million. And Sprott PSLV, 21 million. But the top 4 increased 138 million ounces. Why has India, traditionally a gold-centric nation, suddenly been swept up in a silver frenzy? It's not just local fascination. Global silver ETF inventories highlight a broader story. At first glance, it might seem like a fleeting spike, but pause and ask yourself, what's fueling this tidal wave of demand? Silver's industrial moment, solar EVs and the tech boom. Pull back the curtain and you find a constellation of powerful forces in play. Solar technology is devouring silver at record levels as photovoltaic installations reach for the sun. Are you ready for a world where every rooftop and desert might shimmer with silver laced panels? Which is true. The UK just put a mandate that all of their roofs are solar now. Solar panels, PV cells, photovoltaic cells. The electric vehicle revolution, too, is hungry. Silver is vital for both EV batteries and the intricate electronic systems within. Can you imagine a day when your next car won't just be powered by lithium, but by a technology breakthrough like Samsung's solid-state silver batteries, rumored to offer stunning 600-mile ranges and the potential for a 20-year battery life? The digital backbone, 5G, automation, and defense. But wait, what about the infrastructure powering your everyday digital life? The rollout of 5G networks is quietly soaking up even more silver. As communication speeds leap forward and industries automate, from robotics to electric trains, you have to ask, could silver be the silent conductor of this industrial symphony? Meanwhile, the defense and aerospace sectors are stacking up demand, with everything from guided missiles to satellites relying on silver from its peerless conductivity and resilience under pressure. Are we witnessing the dawn of a techno silver era? And we definitely are. We're in a new a digital technological era, and that's all requiring silver, as silver is the most highly conductive metal. So silver as money, the poor man's gold returns. Here's where the story gets richer. Silver isn't just the darling of the labs and factories, it's the poor man's gold, cherished by millions as a hedge against inflation, ballooning global debt, and the specter of financial instability faced with these mounting risks. Can anyone afford to overlook silver's dual role as both an industrial powerhouse and a monetary refuge? The rising ETF inventories, especially in India, suggest that investors haven't missed the memo. Crashing supplies. Are we near a silver squeeze? All these threads merge in a vast tapestry of relentless demand set against the stubborn fact of stubbornly limited supply. For the fifth consecutive year, the world is burning through more silver than it produces, and inventories are being whittled down to the bone. In such an environment, what happens when even more investors rush for the exits marked silver? Then you have China igniting a silver price eruption. Now let's look east, where the latest shockwave is reverberating through the Chinese silver market. Did you see the headlines this July? China's domestic spot silver price exploded past 8.46 yuan per gram, driven by the fresh stampede of retail and record-breaking industrial consumption. Have the Western powers, long accused of suppressing silver's price, lost their grip as China stokes FOMO, which is fear of missing out, and it stakes its claim? In fact, Chinese media are calling silver and platinum the new stars of the precious metals world. In just a month, sales of investment-grade silver bars in China jumped more than 40% over last year, with both 1 kilo and 500-gram bars flying off the shelves. What does this mean for global markets when both mom and pops investors as well as AI factories and EV giants are scrambling for every ounce? Well, I'll tell you what happens. A price eruption. Everyone wants a slice of the silver pie, but there's not enough pie to go around. The key question remains, with interest rates likely to stay low and industrial innovation accelerating, are we truly at the edge of a new silver era? Or are we due for a dramatic reckoning as the world's stockpiles slip away? One thing is clear, the silver story in 2025 is one of convergence, a perfect storm of industry, technology, investment enthusiasm, and geopolitical maneuvers. Are you prepared for what might happen next if the silver squeeze continues? Because when the world wakes up and finds there simply isn't enough to go around, being on the sidelines could feel like missing the biggest trade of the decade, which is true. And I've always said, if silver were to explode, it would be the year 2025, 2026, because all of these things will all be converging at the same time around now. The green new era really didn't start back a couple of years ago. Everything is aligning right now by the year 2025, 2026. That's when I was saying that I think something could actually, this suppression, this silver squeeze, the scarcity, the shortage would be enough to actually overpower any type of price suppression. So we have this tweet from Tim Hack. Not only silver has a cup and handle formation, the gold to silver ratio also has one. I don't know how you see that, but I will lift my silver target from 400 up to 1,000. So this guy is saying silver could hit $1,000. I'm not saying that. Don't believe that wholeheartedly. Maybe. I mean, if gold's $3,000-4,000, and silver has 3,000-4,000 times more uses than gold, then I mean, it's not crazy to say. I mean, if gold goes to 10,000, like a lot of people think, then what would silver be? Especially when we run out of it. If you think we have enough silver to go green, you're living in la la land, folks. So that's where we're at. I thought this was a very good article. Like I said, there's a lot going on. If you wanted to purchase some of this shiny stuff, make sure you send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. We have new specials, gold, silver, platinum specials coming out tomorrow. So send them an email right now and say, hey, can you send me a price sheet tomorrow so I know what the new specials are? Unless you want to take advantage of the specials right now, which is junk silver, 90% silver, dimes and quarters, 65 cents over spot. You will get a price sheet. There's several different ways to pay. Andy Sheckman is the CEO. We're very legit, very professional. We'll take care of you. So yeah. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Folks, I'm so excited to announce that I've partnered with American medical experts whose purpose is helping veterans get the medical benefits that they truly deserve. Over 17 million veterans aren't receiving their full benefits, and if this is you or someone you know, then act now. American medical experts are offering free consultations through our med team to see how we can help. The med team offers board-certified doctors who have experience working with the VA, comprehensive medical evidence for services like mental health as well. Some of these include your Nexus letter, your DBQs, your TDIUs, your AAs, and more. I want to personally thank American medical experts for helping veterans, but also giving me an opportunity to help veterans as well. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get a free consultation through our med team. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.